She was staring at me from the woods, and she looked just like me. I never believed in doppelgangers or shapeshifters or whatever the hell people on Reddit talk about when they say they saw themselves in the woods. That was all just internet creepypasta to me. Until last fall. I was staying with my grandmother for a few weeks after her knee surgery. She lives in a small cabin in Oregon, near the edge of the Mount Hood forest. Beautiful place, peaceful, with no neighbors for miles. No phone signal either. She had satellite internet and a landline. It was supposed to be a relaxing reset for me. Just nature, quiet, reading, and helping her around the house. On the third night, I was out on the porch drinking tea around 10 p.m. The forest was dark and still, and the only light came from the moon, which was bright enough to outline the treetops. I heard a rustling noise. I thought it might be a deer or a raccoon, but then I saw her, standing just at the tree line, motionless. A woman. Same height as me, same long dark hair, same hoodie, same jeans, same everything. I froze. I thought maybe it was a mirror illusion or a trick of the light. I stood up. She stood up straighter. I raised my hand slowly. She raised hers at the same time. Not a second later, exactly in sync. That's when my blood went cold. I whispered, "What the hell?" and stepped back. She stepped forward, still mirroring me. I backed toward the door and ran inside, locking it immediately. I looked through the front window. She was still there, just standing, not moving, not blinking. Her face, even from that distance, was exactly mine. My features, my expression, my posture. I wanted to scream, but my throat felt like it was sewn shut. I called for my grandmother. She shuffled into the living room with her cane and asked what was wrong. I pointed. "There's someone outside. She looks exactly like me." Grandma walked over, pulled back the curtain, squinted, and said, "There's nobody out there, honey." My heart was pounding. I rushed back to the door, opened it, and nothing. The tree line was empty. But I know what I saw. The next few days were tense. I felt watched, paranoid. I stopped going out after dark. I barely slept. And then, one morning, I woke up and found muddy footprints in the kitchen. Barefoot. Same size as mine. Leading from the back door to the hallway, then just stopping. The door had been locked. Windows closed. No forced entry. I didn't tell Grandma. I thought maybe I was losing it. That night, I dreamed I was standing in the woods, staring at myself. But the other me was smiling. Not a friendly smile. A stretched, twisted, wrong smile that didn't reach the eyes. I woke up soaked in sweat. The next night, Grandma fell asleep early, so I stayed up watching a movie on my laptop. Around midnight, the landline rang. That old rotary phone echoed through the cabin like a gunshot. I picked up, already on edge. A woman's voice whispered, "You left the door open." I dropped the phone. I hadn't. I ran to check. The door was locked, still chained. But on the porch, in the moonlight, there were muddy footprints. Facing the door. Like someone had been standing there just inches from coming in. I didn't sleep that night. The next day, I convinced Grandma to let me bring my mattress into her room. I just couldn't be alone. She didn't question me. That night, I dreamed again. This time, I wasn't in the woods. I was in the cabin, and she was sitting on the couch. The other me. She turned her head slowly, grinning. Her eyes were pitch black. I asked, "What do you want?" She said, "Your place." I woke up gasping. The door to Grandma's room was wide open. and I swear I saw a shadow slip out of view as I sat up. I grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight, and crept into the hallway. Nothing. I checked every window, every door. Nothing. But I felt it, that presence, like I wasn't alone in my skin. The next morning, Grandma told me she had a dream too. In hers, I was staring at her from the doorway, smiling. But it wasn't me. I hadn't moved all night. I knew I had to leave. I packed my things and cut the trip short. Grandma didn't argue. I think she felt it too. On my drive back to the city, I pulled over to take a breath, calm down. I looked in the rearview mirror, and for half a second, I swear the reflection blinked before I did. I live alone now. I've changed cities. I keep the lights on at night. But sometimes when the power flickers or a mirror feels too quiet, I wonder if she ever left the woods, or if she's still trying to find a way back in.